Hello students, how are you? I hope you are all well. I am LK Nayak. I welcome you all to Elite Studies. Today, I am going to teach you exercise 4.3 of quadratic equation. In my previous classes, I have already told you how to find the root of a quadratic equation by the method of factorization. And also I have told you how to, by completing the square, how to find the root of a quadratic equation by the method of completing the square. And also I have taught you how to derive the quadratic equation, that is x is equal to quadratic formula, that is x is equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. You can refer to those videos. Today, just we are going to use those methods to find the root of these given equations. So now let's start. The first question is, find the roots of the following quadratic equation if they exist by the method of completing the square. Now if they exist, what does this mean? If they exist, if they exist means, first of all we have to know whether the roots exist or not. If it exists, then only we will find the method of, by the method of completing the square, we will find the roots. Now let us see what is the criteria to know whether the root exists or not. Dear students, the criteria is, we know x is equal to, by quadratic formula we know x is equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So here you see that in this, you see this one, b square minus 4ac. There is no issue with b square minus 4ac. The issue is with the root over of square root of b square minus 4ac. Suppose if this number comes out to be 4, then you know root over 4 is 2. If it comes out to be 9, it will be 3. If it comes out to be, suppose 2, we also have, root 2 is 1.414, you will get it. Though it is not a whole number, but you will get it. Means, I mean to say, square root of 0 is 0 and square root of any positive number, you will get it. Whatever be the number, it may be 1.3, 1, whatever be the number, means positive number. If the number is a positive, 0 and the positive number, so you will get a square root. But if the number, this b square minus, comes out to be negative, after putting the value of a, b, c from the given equation, if b square minus 4ac comes out to be negative, then what will happen? Square root of a negative number is meaningless in the world of real numbers. Square root of minus 9, there is no such a real number which can define square root of minus 9. Yes, square root of 9 is there, plus minus 3, but square root of minus 9 is not there. Because this means square root of negative number is not defined in the world of maths. Over real numbers that you are going to study in the higher classes, those are called complex numbers. That study is completely different from this study. So dear students, I will again try to repeat that the square root of a positive number, 0 and positive numbers are defined in the world of real numbers, but the square root of negative numbers are never, whatever the negative number it may be, minus 9, minus 9.1, minus 1 by 2, minus 0, whatever the negative number may be, it may be, square root of negative number is not defined, whereas the square root of positive number is always defined. Having said this, let us see. Now first of all, let us check. So to check whether it exists or not, you have to check b square minus 4ac. You check. This must be greater than 0 or equal to 0. If it is 0, then also the root will exist. If it is greater than 0, then also the root will exist. But if it is less than 0, means if it is negative, then the root will not exist. So now what is b here? b is minus 7. So you put minus 7 here. Minus 4. What is a here? A is 2. And what is c here? C is 3. So it will comes out to be 7 square 49 minus 4 to 8, 8 3 24. So it is 9 minus 5 for 4 and 4 minus 2, 2. So this is positive. So since b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, the roots exist. So now we can apply the method of squares. How to do it, you see. So this is the way. First to find b square minus 4ac. If b square minus 4ac comes 0 or any other positive number, then the roots are available. Means you can find the roots. Otherwise, you cannot. So we have checked it that yes, it exists. Now we'll find the roots by the method of completing the square. Now pay attention, dear students. What you have to do, first of all, make in this method of completing the square, first of all, always try to make the coefficient of x square 1. So divide the whole equation by 2. So it will be x square 2 by 2, it is 1, minus 7 by 2x plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Means dividing both sides of the equation by 2. Now you will get 42, you see. You write here simply x. It is minus. Simply without in any quadratic equation, first write like this. Then what you have to do, whatever is there, 7 by 2, the coefficient, don't consider this minus sign, 7 by 2, you just 7 by 2, you into 1 by 2, just to do, simply you do like this. So 7 1 is 7 and 2 2 is 4. It will be 7 by 4 whole square. Then again minus, you should square it. 7 square 49 and 4 square 16. Now if you open this bracket and if you simplify, then you will get this one. You will get this one. Plus it is 3 by 2. Equal to, now what will we do? X minus 7 by 4 whole square. Take that side. It will be 49 by 16 minus 3 by 2. So it will be, LCM will be 16. It will be 49 minus 2 8 ja, 8 3 ja 24. So it gives how much? 9 minus 4 5 and 4 minus 2 2 by 16. So implies x minus 7 by 4, if you, this is square, so square root, this 2 will get removed, you put the square root here, 20, whenever you put the square root, you have to put plus minus, always remember, here it will be 25 by 16, so 25 gives what? Plus minus 5 by 4. So here what you got? So x minus 7 by 4 is equal to plus minus 5 by 4. Or you do one thing. You take this thing that side. So x will be, take that side, 7 by 4 plus minus 5 by 4. So what you get? You get LCM as 4 and it is 7 plus minus 5. 7 plus minus 5. So what you will get? 7 plus, you will get a 7 plus 5 by 4 or you will get a 7 minus 5 by 4. So implies x is equal to 7 plus 5 means 12 by 4 and it is 7 minus 5 2 by 4. So the answer is 3 and half. You got the roots. Now similarly, let us do the second question. Now again the coefficient is, again first of all you have to check whether it exists or not. Okay, so for this you have to find b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac. What is b? b is 1. So it will be 1 square minus 4. What is a? A is 2. And what is c? C is minus 4. So it will be equal to 1 minus minus plus 4 4 16 16 7 4 4 ja 16 16 2 ja 32. So it is equal to 33. Means b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. So therefore roots are there. Means we can find the roots. Means root exists. So now let us solve it. Again the same way, what we have to do? We have to make the coefficient 1. Coefficient of x square as 1. So divided by 2. So it will be x square plus it will be x by 2 minus divided by 2, it will be 2 is equal to 0. But dividing the whole equation by 2. So now what to do? I already told you, write x, then plus is plus, whatever is there, it is half, multiply with half. Simple, it is 1 by 4. This is the trick. Simple, 1 by 2, you will multiply with 1 by 2. So it is always multiply 1 by 2, 1 by 4. So put the square. Now here to put always minus sign, 1 square it is 1, 4 square 16, that's it, finish. Minus 2 is equal to 0. This is the most important step. Now here what we will do, x plus 1 by 4 whole square, it will go to that side, 1 by 16 plus 2. So it will 16 to 32, a1 33, 33 by 16. So implies x plus 1 by 4 will be equal to plus minus root over of 33 by 16. This plus minus root over of 33 by root over 16 is 4. Root over 16 is root over 33, root over 16 is 4. So x will be equal to, take that side, it will be minus 1 by 4 plus minus root over of 33 by 4. So LCM will be 4. It will be minus 1 plus minus root over of 33. So here, so our roots are x is equal to minus 1 plus root 33 by 4 and minus 1 minus root 33 by 4. So we have got it. So in such type of things, you cannot use factorization method. That is the demerit of or disadvantage of factorization method. In factorization method, you cannot get such type of things. But method of completing the square, that is a sure shot. Any type of quadratic equation given to you, you can find it. So please take a screenshot. Now let us do the third question. Now first of all we have to check whether the root exists or not. Similar with this, you have to check b square minus 4ac. Here what is b? B is 4 root 3. So it is equal to 4 root 3 whole square minus 4 into a is what, 4, and c is what, 3. So if you do it, it is 4 16, 16 3 is 48, and minus 4 4 is 16, 16 3 is 48. Dear students, it is 0. If it is 0, then also the root exists. I will again repeat, if b square minus 4ac is 0 or greater than 0, then root exists. But only when b square minus 4ac is less than 0, means if it is negative, then only the root does not exist. So root exists. Now let us find out how to do it. So again you see, the coefficient of x square is not 1. So we will make it 1. So divide both LHS RHS by 4. So you will get here x square plus divided by 4. It will be only root 3x divided by 4 plus 3 by 4 is equal to 0. Implies what? I told you, just you write x, then plus is plus, whatever is there, you multiply with 1 by 2. So it will be root 3 by 2 square minus, always its square will be 3 and its square will be 4. Simple trick. Then it is my plus 3 by 4 is equal to 0. So it will be what? This cancels out. So you will have x plus root 3 by 2 square is equal to 0. So implies x plus root 3 by 2 will be equal to plus minus square root of 0. That is equal to plus minus 0. So it will be x is equal to, bring it that side, root 3 by 2 plus, it is minus, plus minus 0. So what it will give you? It will give you x is equal to minus root 3 by 2 plus 0 and minus root 3 by 2 minus 0. So this gives x is equal to minus root 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. We'll study later on. We will see in the next class that whenever b square minus 4ac comes out to be 0, then the roots will be equal. I will again repeat, whenever b square minus 4ac becomes 0, note it down, dear students, note it down. If b square minus 4ac comes out to be 0, then the two roots will be equal. So now let us go to the fourth question. Now here again, you have to check whether it exists or not. So again, b square minus 4ac. What is b square? B is 1 square minus 4, a is what? 2. And what is c? C is 4. So if you see, then what it is 1 minus 4 4 16 to the 32. 4 4 16 to 32. That is equal to minus 31. Dear students, b square minus 4ac came as minus 31. Since you write since b square minus 4ac is equal to minus 31, means less than 0. Less than 0. Therefore, roots does not exist. Roots do not exist. Roots do not exist for this equation. That's it, students. Now we will go to the next question. Take a screenshot, please. Question number 2 is, find the roots of the quadratic equations given in question 1 above by applying the quadratic formula. Here we have to directly use the quadratic formula. So you see how to do it. First, you write what is A. A here is 2. And what is B? B here is minus 7 with the sign. And what is C? C is equal to 3. Now, what is the formula? X is equal to minus B plus minus root over of B square minus 4AC by 2A. So, if you put the values here, what will be? Minus of minus 7 plus minus root over of b square, means minus 7 square minus 4. What is A? A is 2. And what is C? C is 3 divided by 2. A is what? 2. Simply you have to put it. No need to memorize this formula. By and by you will come to know, it will be mixed with your blood after doing few questions. X is equal to minus b, then now we will simplify. So x is equal to 7. This is plus minus square root of 7 square of 49 minus 4 to 8, 8 3 24 divided by 4. So it gives 7 plus minus root over of 9 minus 4 5, 4 minus 2 2 divided by 4. So this gives us 7 plus minus root 25 is 5 by 4. So implies x is equal to 7 plus 5 by 4 and 7 minus 5 by 4. So this gives 7 plus 5 by 4 is 12 by 4 and this is 2 by 4. So it is 4 3 is 12 and it is 1 by 2. We have got it. Now let us do the second one. Here A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 1 and C is equal to minus 4. So now putting x is equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So it will give you what? Minus of b means 1, minus b means b is 1, plus minus root over of b square means 1 square minus 4. What is a? A is 2. And what is C? C is minus 4 divided by 2. A is what? 2. So implies x is equal to minus 1 plus minus root over of 1 minus minus plus 4 4 ja 16, 16 to ja 32 by 4. So it will be equal to minus 1 plus minus root over of 33 by 4. So root 33 is not a perfect square, so your answer will be equal to minus 1 plus root over of 33 by 4 and minus 1 minus root over of 33 by 4. We got it. So these roots is exactly same as we have found in the previous method, by method of computing the squares. Please take a screenshot. Now question number 3 and 4. Question number 3, here we know that root exists because b square minus 4ac was positive. So here what we to do? Here a solution, a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 4 root 3 and c is equal to 3. So we know x is equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So it will be minus b is what? 4 root 3 plus minus root over of b square means 4 root 3 square minus 4, a is again 4, c is again 3 by 2a. A is what? 4. A is 4. Now implies x is equal to minus 4 root 3 minus 4 root 3 plus minus 4 square 16, 16 3 ja 48 minus 4 4 ja 16, 16 3 ja 48 divided by 2 4 ja 8. So this gives minus 4 root 3 plus minus 0 root over of 0 by 8. So root over 0 is 0. So answer is minus 4 root, let us do it here. Here x will be equal to, you see, first will be minus 4 root 3 plus 0 by 8 and minus 4 root 3 minus 0 by 8. So this will give you what? Minus 4 root 3 by 8 and here also minus 4 root 3 by 8. So if you bring in the lowest term, x will be equal to 4 2 ja, so minus root 3 by 2, here also minus root 3 by 2. Now here, as we have already found out in the previous question, since b square minus 4ac is negative, since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, therefore roots do not exist. Roots do not exist. So take this screenshot, please. Now let us do the third question. X, you have to find the roots of the following equations by any method you like. So x minus 1 by x is also x not equal to 0. What is the significance of x not equal to 0? Significance is because x is in the denominator and division by 0 is meaningless, so therefore it is given x is not equal to 0. Similarly, in equation number 2 also you see, if why it is given x is not equal to minus 4 and x not equal to 7, because in the denominator x minus 4 is there. If you put minus 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. As I already told you in the earlier class, division by 0 is not defined in mathematics, so therefore they have written like this. So if you put x equal to 7, 7 minus 7 is 0, so 1 by 0 is undefined, so therefore they have already told that x is not equal to 7 and x is not equal to 4. So this is the implication of this x is not equal to 4, not equal to 7, and here x is not equal to 0. Now let us solve. So here it will be what? LCM is x, so x square minus 1 is equal to 3x. So here it will be x square, bring it here, minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. X square minus 3x and minus 1 is equal to 0. So let us use the formula. So x is equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So we will put it directly, minus, what is b? Minus 3 plus minus root over of b square, it is minus 3 square minus 4, a is how much? 1, and what is c? C is minus 1 by 2a, means 2a is 1, 2, 1. So it comes out to be 3 plus minus square root of 3, minus 3 is 9, minus 3 whole square, then minus minus plus 4 1 ja 4 by 2. So it will x, so implies x will be equal to 3 plus minus root over of 13 by 2. So therefore implies x will be equal to 3 plus root 13 by 2 and 3 minus root 13 by 2. So we have got the roots. Again you see, if you want to use that factorization formula, you cannot do it. And remember one thing, this formula has been derived from completing the square methods only. Now let us do the second question. LCM will be what? X plus 4 and x minus 7. So here you multiply, it will be x minus 7. Here if you multiply, it will be minus x minus 4 is equal to 11 by 30. So it will give you how much? X minus x cancels, minus 7 minus 4 minus 11 by x plus 4, and it is x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30. So if you divide by 11 and if you divide by 11, so this will get cancelled out. So you will be left with minus 1 here, isn't it? You will be left with minus 1. So it will be equal to what? So it will be, if you cross multiplication, it is 1 here, it is 1 here. So it will be x plus 4 and x minus 7 will be equal to, it is minus, so 30 into minus 30. Clear? Now directly, if you, since the coefficient of x is 1 here, coefficient of x is 1 here, in such cases, no need to open the brackets, you can directly do it. X square, you see 4 minus 7 minus 3x. Now you have to multiply. First of all, you have to edit, then multiply. Plus minus minus 4 7 ja 28 is equal to minus 30. So this will give you x square minus 3x. If you bring it here, plus 2 is equal to 0. Dear students, in such cases, small numbers, don't do that completing of square and using the formula. It will take time. So this can be easily factorized because 2 is equal to 2 into 1. So by factorization, minus 2x minus x plus 2 is equal to 0. Just a factorization, splitting the middle term. So it will be x minus 2, and here it should be x minus 2. Refer to my earlier videos. Then minus 1 will be equal to 0. You see, minus plus minus, minus plus 2. So it gives x minus 1 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. So this, either this will be 0 or this will be 0. Refer to my previous videos. Either x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x minus 2 will be equal to 0. So which implies x, if this is 0, then x is equal to 1, and if this is 0, then x is equal to 2. So therefore x is equal to 1 or 2. We got it. I hope you have understood. Take the screenshot please. Now let us do the fourth question. Now this is a word problem. The sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age in years 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Find his present age. So how to deal with such word problems I have already discussed in details in my previous videos. You may refer to that, okay? So find his present age. Let his present age, this is the unknown. So solution, let his present age be x. Once you represented the unknown with x, then we have to frame an equation to get the value of that variable. So that equation can be framed from the given condition in the question. The sum of, you have to sum, there are two things, we have to find the sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now. Means from the question you have to find out what was, now if present age is x, then what was his age 3 years ago and what will be his age after 5 years. Let's see. 5 years ago, before 5 years, his age was, his age is equal to, present is x. So before 3 years he will be simply x minus 3, right? Now similarly after 5 years, his age will be equal to, present age is x, so after 5 years he will be x plus 5. We have found what will be his age before 5 years and what will be his age after 5 years. Now we have to frame an equation. What that equation will be? From the, according to the question, what you get? The sum of what? The sum of reciprocals of Rahman's age 3 years ago. 3 years ago his age was x minus 3. Its reciprocal will be 1 by x minus 3. Reciprocal of 2 means 1 by 2. And after 5 years will be x plus 5 and its reciprocal will be 1 by x plus 5 and their sum of the reciprocals. So these are the reciprocals and their sum gives out to be 1 by 3. So we have framed the equation. Now our next step is to solve it. Solving we get what we'll see. Now you solve it. LCM will be x minus 3, x plus 5, x minus 3, x plus 5, and here it will be x plus 5, and if you multiply this one, x minus 3 plus x minus 3 is equal to 1 by 3. So it will be what? You see x 2x 5 minus 3 plus 2. Here I have already told you it is x square. It will be 5 minus 3 plus 2x and 5 into 3 minus 3, 15 is equal to 1 by 3. So implies 2x plus 2. Achha, now you can do the cross multiplication. So 3 to the 6x plus 6 will be equal to x square plus 2x minus 15. So keep x square that side. Okay, x square. Now 6x that side, 2x minus 6x minus 4x minus 15 minus 6 minus 15 minus 6. So minus 21 is equal to 0. Now you have to get 4. So 21 is equal to 3 into 7, 21, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So it will be equal to x square minus, how to 7 minus 3. 7, you refer to my previous videos to know how to solve a given equation by factorization method. 7 minus 3, 4. So it will be equal to x square minus 7x minus plus 3x minus 21 is equal to 0. So now what it will be? Now implies implies you take the common here, you do it here, so it will be x minus 7, here it will also x minus 7 is equal to 0, it will be plus 3. See, plus 3x plus minus 3 is 21. So we got x plus 3 x minus, so we will get here what? It will be x minus 7 x minus plus 3 is equal to 0. X minus 7 x plus 3 equal to 0. So either x minus 7 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So here gives x equal to 7 and here it gives x is equal to minus 3. Now you have to think, as age cannot be negative, as since age cannot be negative, so therefore x is equal to 7. Hence present age is equal to 7 years. Now verification. Now if you want to verify, you can easily verify. You see, now after verification, now see, present is 7, after 3 years he will be 10 years, and before 3 years he was, 3 years he was 4 years, so 7 minus 3 4 years, and after 5 years he will be 7 plus 5 12 years. Now you make the reciprocal. If you take the reciprocal, it will be 1 by 4 and its reciprocal will be 1 by 12, and if you add it, LCM will be 12. 4 3 is a 4 1 ja, so it is 4 by 12, so it is equal to 1 by 3. You got it, 1 by 3. So our answer is correct. So that's it, student. Please take the screenshot. Now question number 5. In a class test, the sum of Cephal's marks in mathematics and English is 30. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, the product of their marks would have been 210. Find her marks in the 2 subjects. Okay. Now, so you have to find the final marks in the 2 subjects. So you will be tempted to take marks obtained in maths as x and in English as y. So don't be tempted like this. In such type of questions, always you try to keep one variable. Lesser the number of variables, it will be more convenient to solve the problem. How to do that? You see. Because now the sum of the Cephal's mathematics and English is 30. So you consider any one. Suppose she got x in mathematics. Then in English, C will be simply 30 minus x. So don't take the marks in English as y. So, solution. Let mathematics marks is equal to x. So therefore, English marks will be equal to 30 minus x according to the question, because sum is 30 minus x. Now what is the question? What question is asking us? You have to find her marks in the 2 subjects. So if you get x, then easily, if you get the marks of mathematics, so then you can get easily the marks of English, because suppose if it is 10, then 30 minus 20, simple. So now you have to frame an equation to get the value of x. So what is that equation? Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics. So according to the question, had she got 2 marks more in mathematics, 2 marks more means mathematics marks is x, 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English. In English, she has got 30 minus x and 3 marks less, means it is minus 3. The product of their marks. So now you see, this is now according to the question, 2 marks added to mathematics and 3 marks deducted from English, then their product means it will be into will be 210. The product is 210. Simplify. It will be x plus 2 and it will be minus x 30 minus 3 plus 27 is equal to 210. So it will be minus x square, then plus 27x minus 2x plus 54, bring it here, minus 210 is equal to 0. So it will be minus x square, 27x minus 2x means plus 25x, and here 210 and 54. 210 and 54, this will be 6 and this is 0. It is 5 and it is 1. 6 for 10, 156. So minus 156 is equal to 0. So for convenience, you keep coefficient of x as positive. So multiply throughout by minus. So minus minus plus. So minus plus minus 25x and minus minus plus 156 is equal to 0. You have framed the equation. Now the next step is to solve it. Solving. What is that? Now 156. Because now you do it 156. 2 7 ja, 2 8 ja. 2 7 ja 14, 2 8 ja. Then it will be 2 3 ja 6, 2 9 ja, and 3 1 ja 3, 3 3 ja prime. So now how to do? You have to get 25. 25, 3 to the 6 is 12. 3 to the 6 to 12, 12 and 13. So we can get so 156 is equal to 12 into 13, and 12 plus 13 is 25. So therefore it will be x square minus, in place of 25 we can write 12 plus 13x plus 156 is equal to 0. So it gives x square minus 12x minus 13x plus 156 is equal to 0. So it gives x minus 12. So here keep it x minus 12. So it will be minus 13. So minus plus minus 13x minus minus plus 13 12 156. You got it? So this gives us x minus 13 and this x minus 12 is equal to 0. So here if you equate minus 13 is equal to 0 or x minus 12 is equal to 0. So this will give you x is equal to 13 and this will give you x is equal to 12. So we got the value of x. So you see, now what is the interpretation? Now x is what? Maths marks x. So both are positive, both are possible. So you have to take both the case. For x is equal to 13. If you take x is equal to 13, so maths marks will be equal to x means 13, and English marks will be equal to 30 minus 13 means it will be 17. You see 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2 and 3. Now for x is equal to 12, for x is equal to 12, maths marks will be equal to 12 and 30 minus 12, and English marks will be equal to 30 minus 12, so it will be 18. So there are two possible answers. You can check it. Now in this case, if you check for this 13. Now if he got 2 marks more in maths, 2 marks more means it will be 15, and 3 marks less in English. 3 marks less means it will be 14, and the product you see 5 14 15 into 14, 4 5 are 20, 4 1 are 4 5 6, and it is 15. You are getting 210. And for this case, this is the case 1 and case 2. Now 12. Now 2 marks more in maths. 2 marks more means again it is 14 into. Now 3 marks less in English. 3 marks less means it is 15. You see, it is just the same thing. So you are getting 210. So our answer is correct. So dear students, this is the end of the class for today. Hope you have understood. In case you have not understood, then you please write in the comments. I will try to explain it further details. So till then, enjoy maths, and I will see you in the next class. We have now finished 5 questions. Now there are still 6 questions left that we will cover in the next class. And at last, I would like to request you that you please subscribe, share, like, okay, if you have liked the video. Thank you.